What's up, guys? So, back with another video, and as you saw in the thumbnail, this is going to be a video about, well, getting older and gaming. So, I would say, I've been gaming around, I say like 2000, one of my other videos in the culture into gaming. Probably been gaming even longer than that, but from what I can remember when I really increased my gaming and the love for it, probably 2000, 2001. And, obviously I was a lot younger than I am now. I said my little videos, I'm 36 years old. And it was great. I had a lot more energy for gaming. I didn't have to take any supplements like, G Fuel, didn't have to drink coffee. I had plenty of energy to stay up all night gaming, going out with friends to their houses, staying up all night, gamings and sleepovers and stuff like that. And it was great. I enjoyed it. I loved it. And I still love gaming. It's just, when we're younger, we have all that energy and time. We have a little bit less responsibilities. So, I'm kind of just discussing today about how it is growing up and still into gaming, still loving either the stories or the competitive side of gaming and being able to keep up. Obviously, as we get older, we slow down a little bit. You know, when you're 10, it's different from when you're 20. When you're 20, it's different from when you're 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. Obviously, you obviously from 10 to 20, you're stronger, and 20 to 30, if you're working out, you're stronger and stuff like that. But our energy as we get older, it diminishes. It's just how it is. We're more tired and we have more responsibilities. We got to go to work, or we got to go to school and work, and we have to deal with the girlfriend or the wife, or we have to deal with hanging out with friends. We want to go see friends in real life than just gaming over the internet. We want to be there in person because life is short. But as we grow older, we'd still love to do it, but it takes a toll. And I'm just talking about all my guys out there that are 30 and up, that are still struggling to kind of stay up later when they want a game. Do you guys take supplements like G Fuel or energy drinks or energy tablets or anything? What do you guys do? Because I do that sometimes. Like, I'll have a G Fuel or I'll drink coffee because I want to stay up later. But I got to remember I have work the next day. I got to remember I have responsibilities. I got to go to the doctors in the morning. Other things like that. And I still love it. I don't think I'll stop gaming until I die or until I can't move anymore. I love it. It's such a big part of my life, and I really enjoy it. I will say that, when I was younger, the only regret, not a regret, because I don't like to live by regrets, but more of like what I wish I did is would have went more into the competitive gaming and maybe try to go into esports. I think esports was kind of around 2005, 6, 7 with Halo. It was big, and Halo was one of the bigger ones. But obviously, esports have went way bigger than it is now, and it's great. I love it. I love watching esports. I love the competitiveness. I enjoy watching the people get better, the professionals get better. But now at 36, like, obviously that's not going to happen. Usually people around my age are retired from competitive gaming because they're slowing down. And you got gamers that are like 16, 17, 18, their reflexes, they're amazing. They're gods at certain video games. And it's just like at our ages, it's going to be tough keeping up. Now, don't get me wrong. I've seen people that are 20, 29, maybe close to 30 that are still in, the competition of esports, but the outlier, right? But it's tough as we get older. We do get a little bit slower. We get pain, it's like I'm dying. I'm in pain everywhere. It's kind of like the meme. But we still want to continue the game. So I think that as I get older, have I gravitated more to story-based games? Because maybe I can't keep up all the way with the younger guys. I guess so. I love Overwatch. Well, I love Halo first, and then I love Overwatch also. And yeah, I mean, there's some guys out here that are younger that are cracked out these games, and there's some guys that are my age that are really good at it too. But sometimes I think about it. Maybe I'm coping. Maybe I don't play enough. That maybe am I older? Am I getting too old to keep up in the competitive scene of video games? Do I care? No, I do my best at what I can do. I practice, obviously, whenever I have time to get better at Halo, to get better at Overwatch. But, it is what it is. As I get older, my reflexes aren't as good as what they used to be. So I think it seems like there are a lot of people 30s and up that do competitive gaming still, even if it's just casual competitive gaming, like at home. But I also see that people that are around that age seem to go a lot more with maybe co-op games with their friends, or like family games, or more games on their phones or tablets, or games that are story based. Which I love my narrative story based campaign solo single player games. They're great. I love them. But it seems like a lot of people more go with that when it's more lenient, or it's less stress, right? They're not having to sweat. They don't have to like keep up and have to keep upgrading their gear, or upgrading their skills. And the next season comes out, and they gotta do better, and they gotta play better. They gotta learn the new meta. They gotta do different things to stay up top with all the younger kids that are out there. So it's kind of a toss up, because I love doing both. I love competitive and story mode. So I'm still at the point that, well, the average, I saw this before, maybe like a year or two ago, that the average gamer is 35. That's crazy, because I would thought it would have been younger. But a lot of people around my age, they still love gaming. And a lot of people on my age still game. So the whole thing about, gaming is just for kids, I mean, maybe back in the day it was, but there's a lot of people that are over 30 that are big time gamers. And I think it's great. It's awesome. But as getting up there in age, it's like, obviously we can't go back, but we can only do the best we can. I mean, I'm going to keep practicing. I'm going to continue to try to get better at Halo and Overwatch. But maybe sometimes I just feel bad because I wish I had like 10 years on me in reverse, that I would be able to have more time for gaming and be a little bit quicker at. Because I love the esports. I love it. I love enjoying it. I love going to the events and watching it. It's so much fun. But I'm not going to feel that bad. I mean, we're all going to get old. We are all getting older. It is what it is. And I didn't watch her, but there was, I think there was a video gamer or a gamer, that lady was like 70 something years old, or 80. I think she was playing WoW, World of Warcraft. I think she was playing that. And I don't know what they called her, grandma gamer or something like that. I think she recently passed. And she was like 70 something years old, still gaming. That is phenomenal. That is awesome. I love seeing stuff like that. Obviously, I don't think she'd be able to keep up in Halo, but she was keeping up in World of Warcraft, so she was still able to do something that she loved. Or she was playing Skyrim. I think she was playing Skyrim. I haven't looked it up, but this is what I heard, or I saw like a couple clips of it. That's so cool to me. I love stuff like that. Gives me hope. So I just want to express how I felt about it. Again, we're all getting older. We all just want to keep gaming as much as we can, but the best thing we can do for ourselves, because we can't stop our aging process, is stay healthy. That's the best thing we can do for yourself. We all can do it. That's something that we can control. What we eat, how much sleep we get. Do we get enough sleep? Are we drinking enough water? Are we standing up? Are we moving around? Are we getting the blood flow going? How much soda are we consuming? You know what I mean? And, are we doing drugs? Now, that's a whole different thing, whatever. But I'm just saying these little things like that can really change our life, can give us longevity to continue to game healthy, and game, even though we're aging, can give us more time to do so. And, keep our reflexes up. Again, our reflexes are going to go, but, we can still have fun in game and do the best we can. But yeah, I just want to express that because, sometimes I'm at 36. I think about these kind of things, but obviously I can't control that part. I can just control my workout regimen and what I eat and what I drink and how I live my life. And again, I love gaming and I'm never going to stop. But guys, thank you for watching this video. For more videos, just subscribe. Like the video if you liked it, or dislike it if you didn't. That's all right. Leave a comment. It helps out the channel. And just tell me what you think. Are you under 20? Are you 20? Are you 30? Are you 40, 50? How old you are, and if you're still gaming and what you're gaming on. I'd love to hear it, honestly. I'm just doing this because I want to engage with the community of people that like gaming and culture and geek culture and things like that. So again, I appreciate you watching. I'm on Twitch. I'm not going to be YouTube streaming anymore because it wasn't really working well with my computer. I don't know. I got a great computer. I don't know why it wasn't working well. So I'm just going to be streaming on Twitch. So AC Macho Man on Twitch.com. Guys, thanks again. Have a great day. Oh, bye.